regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Los Angeles Clippers here at the Staples Center. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. The day is finally here, Clark, for both these teams. Opening night. Man, I'm glad to have you with us, folks, on 2K Sports.
Glad to be here as well, Kevin. It's always exciting to tip off a new season. Never gets old or tired. I know these guys have been looking forward to this game for a long time, so let's go.
The shot by Carroll, no good. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Marion. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Marbury. He's covered by Roy, and it's Marbury missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Barros the pass to Barros. Shot clock at 6. Here's Roy. Sean Marion grabs the miss.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Pass to Boozer. Here's Marbury. It's deflected. Here's the break. Here's Barros. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Awesome take that time. He was not going to be denied.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Carroll passes to Barros. Over Marion. And that one's good. Barros.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Boozer. Pass to Marbury. Poked away. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Clippers, number 1.
Yeah, number 1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Some stats for Johnson, how he performed. Last season, he was around 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Here's Carroll after Carlos Boozer's score. Outside Roy. Here's McGee, and it's McGee slamming it down.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee. And doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Suns trail by 4. Here's Marbury. A three-pointer is right on target.
Looking dangerous from deep.
Steps back. Outside Roy. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Good to see Roy knocking it down from long range, wanting to be a bigger threat from there.
Here's Marbury. He's covered by Roy.
Good job accepting and embracing the contact on the way up there.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
Marbury taking 2 shots.
That one misses.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Barros. He's covered by Boozer. 4 on the clock. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by the Suns. And this matchup with Los Angeles, hard to believe, just the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season schedule.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
We know that's in the past, but you can't change that for sure. Nevertheless, a win would be sweet.
Now here's Marion. Still yet to score. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Inside. Plays it up and banks it in.
He can play inside, too. Marion knows how to use his frame to get the advantage.
Johnson against Carroll. Roy up on top. McGee in the high post. Pass to Roy. Over Hardaway. And Brandon Roy. The bucket on the assist by McGee. Roy's got 5 points so far. Here's Marbury. He's covered by Roy. Driving inside. Here's Boozer. Oh, that's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Pass to Marion. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go. Johnson's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 3. To the middle. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Punishing the rim. And maybe some feelings with that one.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. J.J. Barea checked in for the Suns.
And also, they were in the top 10 when it came to fast break points. You had to be ready to get back in a hurry or this team would run it down your throat.
And that turnover ranking, it tells you so much about them. No other team in the league did a better job of taking care of the basketball. Now, here's Barea. Hardaway is screen on Roy. Here's Barea. He can't get it to go. Roy with some nice D.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Phoenix with the ball. After the basket by Los Angeles. Deep 2 from Carroll. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Carroll's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Boozer. The Clippers getting the bucket. Here's Johnson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
The moment that Joe Johnson steps on the court, he's got one thought: buckets.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Roy misses.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Boozer. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Boozer's got his second basket.
A guy that usually likes to work in close. Boozer noticed the soft coverage and able to knock that one down from the mid-range.
Now here's Carroll. Here's Barros. Over Marion. Again with Clippers.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Perea. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Boozer. Pass to Marion. And Barros pulls it down.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And Phoenix also making a switch. Corey Brewer's checked in for Joe Johnson. Clippers leading by 8. Heinrich passes to Button. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Green. Thompson outside. They set the pick. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Marion passes to Hardaway. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance. Here to make it a three-point play.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
The Suns shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Los Angeles making a switch here. Ford's checked in. Thompson surveying the floor. On the wing, Thompson shoots over Perea, and again it's the Clippers missing.
You can't look at the result
of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Barros. Nothing on the board. He lobs it up, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boozer. These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. The Clippers, #1.
The way these guys move the ball offensively was really a joy to watch. Great teamwork and unselfishness, and that's why we saw those great assist numbers a season ago.
A shot by Thompson, no one's around. The three-pointer, no good. The wide-open look here for Marion. Drops one in from the wing.
That unique-looking jumper of Marion's, I mean, it's more effective than it is pretty.
Thompson with it. And Heinrich has it in the corner. They kick it out to Green. Takes the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
And it's Marion in the corner. It's good. Great play set up by Barros. Marion's got 7.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Heinrich. And the shot is good. And the Clippers lead by 5.
He plays mostly the 1, but he's 6'4", so that's a little tall for a point guard, and it helps Heinrich down low.
Here's Barros. Got a piece of it. Now the Clippers moving it up. And they recover it. And Thompson kicks to Heinrich. There's a screen. 1:37 left in the first. The layup missed.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Clippers leading by 5. Bilic. He's covered by Boozer. Thompson from long range. It's hauled in by the Suns. Boozer's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Maria looking for an opening. With some art, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Bilic. Thompson outside. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ford a screen on Barros. And Thompson kicks to Ford. On the wing, Green. And a miss there on the triple. Suns trail by 5. Now here's Barros. And it's Ford with the rebound.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And here's Heinrich. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Heinrich's got 5 points so far. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And it's time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Clippers let me know the status. And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. This is certainly not the way they wanted to begin the season. I guess it's never too early to start tinkering with the lineup. Guys?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Carroll. Top of the key, Heinrich. Back to Carroll. Heinrich sets a screen for Carroll. Johnson over to help. Carroll finds Heinrich. Bielich. Rebound by the Suns.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Here's Barea. Puts the move on. Over Ford. It's deflected. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Green. Now here's Heinrich. Clippers moving the ball around. Bielich. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. He's got 5.
And when you leave someone open on Heinrich's team, he is going to find them. Truly a selfless play.
Los Angeles foul.
And the Suns making a change here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Marbury. No good on the quick 3. Clippers leading by 10. For 3, Roy. And it's Johnson with the rebound. Pass to Brewer. Pulls up. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Carroll for 3. Here's Barros. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Barros has got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Looking here at some numbers for Carroll, he's coming off an excellent season. He put up about 22 points a game last season, 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Here's Marbury. That's tipped.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And here are the Suns now, after the basket by Los Angeles. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's McCormick. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
That's the idea. Get the ball inside, get a good look, and see if you can draw some fouls.
Phoenix shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game, and the first one drops. And Phoenix making a change here. Marion's checked in, and he makes the first but misses the second. Clippers leading by 13 to the paint. Carroll, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. They get Sean Marion.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Marbury. Joe Johnson on the wing. Here's Marbury. He's covered by Roy. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And nothing like taking it to the hole yourself.
Phoenix with the ball. They trail by 18. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Down low, here's Marion. Got a hand on it. Carroll with it. Sean Marion covering. Barros the pass to Roy. To the inside. Knocks it loose. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
High arcing shot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Launches from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Roy's got 8.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Marbury. He's covered by Roy to end the run, and it's good on the way in. Marbury's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
Inside.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
The Clippers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
You know, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Now here's Boozer. Marion outside. Pass to Marbury. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Now McGee. Here's Barros. He's covered by Boozer. 6 on the shot clock. From the high post. Barros' shot is off. Suns trail by 21. Lets it go from deep. A nice shot by McCormick. McCormick's got 4 points in the quarter.
Sees his teammate, delivers an accurate pass. Excellent teamwork.
Outside Roy. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Brandon Roy goes up, fights through the contact, and finishes with some real force and tenacity.
Here's Marbury. He's covered by Roy. Here's Marbury. He has 6. Here's Marion. The three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Roy. Over Marbury. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
The ball goes to Phoenix.
And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Wednesday, then on Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And for their matchup with the Bucks, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start to the year.
Brewer is checked in for Phoenix. The shot's good.
Showing some trickery that time with the floater. Marbury, so hard to defend.
Pass to Bonner. Here's Barros. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Roy from outside gets the three-pointer to fall. Roy's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Clippers. Marbury passes to Boozer. To the middle. Here's Marion. Up again. And Barros pulls it down. Barros has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Barros. They grab their own miss. Outside Roy. Here's Barros. And he takes that one up and powers it through. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. The Clippers, number 1.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Pass to Barros. There's the pick. And Carlos Boozer gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Out to Thompson. Here's Barros. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Barros has got 7 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Thompson passes to Barros. Back to Thompson. To the paint. And that one's good. Barros. 12 points for him.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Marbury. He's got 12. Here's the screen. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Barros has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
2 minutes remaining.
And it's Bonner in the corner. Heinrich passes to Barros. Going inside, and the layup's good off the glass.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Here's Marbury, guarded by Heinrich. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Marbury very good at putting pressure on defenses and forcing them to foul.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
You know, with the style of game he has, seems like no matter the system, he's going to succeed.
Hardaway's checked in for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Brewer. Here's Barros. He's got 14. And that one is stuffed right through.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Barros. He's got 16. Lock at 6. To the right side. Here's Barros. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on a team is all about.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Now here's Boozer. And he banks in the layup. Boozer's got 6.
And there's a lot of strength behind Boozer's game, so the inside contact won't deter him.
Heinrich passes to Barros. Launches it. Drops in the tray. He's got 8. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the half. Hardaway is screen on Heinrich. Here's Marbury. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Clipper shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Outside Roy, down low. Here's Barros. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for your Clippers, Barros.
That one is no good. It's tipped. Here's Marbury. Pass to Hardaway. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Hardaway has got his second bucket of the night.
A guy with Marbury's vision is not going to miss that one, sending it right over the top to the shooter.
Outside Roy. Here's Barros. Guarded by Marion. Clock at 4. Fires from 18. And it's going to be a 24. Second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Phoenix has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Roy from outside hits it from three-point range. Roy's got 18 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them.
First team foul.
That one is off.
At the line for the Suns, Stephon Marbury. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Roy. Phoenix grabs the miss. Boozer's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Marbury. No good from outside. Marbury's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. Roy passes to Barros. Back to Roy. Here's Barros. 4 on the shot clock. Sean Marion grabs the miss. Marion's got 6 rebounds here tonight. A 3-ball. Phoenix no good that time either.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And that one drops. Roy's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Such a wide open look.
Assist goes to
6 points for Johnson.
Stephon Marbury.
And zero hesitation from Johnson. Whenever ISO Joe has a look, he's going to let it go.
Here's Carroll. Outside for Roy. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And checking out some numbers for Carlos Boozer. Last season, he played outstanding and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. Jeff Green is checked in for the Clippers. Timeout called, the Suns. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Number 5 is Shawn Marion.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
It's stolen by Green. One-on-one here. Jacks up a 3. And Brandon Roy, good for 3. Roy's got 23.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Marbury. He's covered by Roy. Pulls from the top of the key. And it's Marbury missing.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Roy dishes to Carroll. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Joe Johnson picks one up. The Clippers have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
Carroll. 2 shots.
So he gets them both. Here's Marbury. 17 points in the game. Pass to Boozer. Here's Marbury. On target from 13 feet. He's got 19.
And popping up for the mid-range. Marbury reminding the defense just how good he is.
Outside Roy. And again, no good by the Clippers. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Boozer. Out to Marion from downtown. And Barros pulls it down. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Carroll with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. McGee the pass to Roy. McGee a screen. Roy can't hit. The Suns shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Marbury, good.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
McGee is screen on Johnson. Here's Carroll. And he throws it down hard. With one hand.
And some theatrics above the rim there. That'll infuse the entire team with energy.
Here's Marbury. He's got 22. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Roy. Outside, Green. There's the pick. And it's Carroll in the corner. Pass to Barros. It's hauled in by the Suns. Marion's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Boozer. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal
So
foul.
ready to get
Second team
physical.
foul.
Boozer takes it to the inside of the defense.
Carlos
Let's
Boozer.
quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Now here's Carroll. 13 points in the game. To the wing on the left. Here's Barros. Guarded by Marion. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Shawn Marion.
That's how you run the two-man game. Nice shot.
For Los Angeles, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Here's Marbury. Johnson outside. It's the... Three-point...